Good evening. Welcome to the August 14th, 2025 Planning Board meeting. This meeting will be broadcast live and recorded by Foxboro Cable Access. There is a possibility that someone may attend via Zoom or some other video link. And so if that's the case, they will have the right to be involved in the meeting as well. And with that being said, what's going on, ladies?
Quite a lot, thankfully.
Okay, good.
So first and foremost, our new conservation agent, Clark Welly, started this week. So far, so good. He's hitting the ground running after the first 2 days. I think I probably threw too much on his plate, but now he's starting to step back and take a good, solid look at priorities for conservation. A couple of items have now been moved from the fall town meeting warrant, reason being that Barney checked with Frank Spillane, the moderator, and traditionally, I guess that the zoning articles were mainly done in the spring. I was unaware of that because I stepped in right before the whole MBTA communities thing last year, so I will honor precedent, plus it takes a couple items off my plate that would have been close, so it's good to move them forward. Those include the solar and special residential bylaw updates, the senior housing update, Neponset Avenue, that one also, because we did confirm with Schneider that they aren't they're not going to be selling anytime soon. So we do have some more time, which I think is important for that one. So those will all be pushed to the annual town meeting warrant. We will keep on the maps item, the maps updates, because those are important enough that I think that we ought to. They might be condensed because nothing that we're doing is particularly substantive in any way. What we're doing is we're updating the format of our maps. We're from AutoCAD to GIS, which is more user-friendly. We're going to be making sure that all the items that we've voted at town meetings since 1990 are incorporated into the base map itself, so we don't have to just reference them separately. And the third thing is we're going to look at split parcels that don't affect what people can build on them, and we're going to clean those property lines up. And then finally, there's one little piece of language that involves the priority of how to measure zoning districts within our bylaw, and there's just an ambiguity about the order of precedence. So we're going to make sure that it's stated in numerical order, the precedence. So just some small things there. ADUs will also remain on the fall town meeting warrant because that's a very vital, urgent item. Other than that, there's not a whole bunch that's going on right now. We're still waiting for a lot of the grants, grant applications to hear back. We haven't yet started on the ones that we recently were notified about. So we're just keeping on trucking with the projects.
Okay, good. Gab, anything on your list?
We have a pretty active subdivision construction going on. Maple Crest, on North Street. They did all the tree clearing. You may have noticed. Mr. Triani, I went and visited the site before they started cutting down the trees. He wanted to keep as much as he could around the houses, and didn't want to clear cut, but still needed to cut a lot of trees.
Pretty clear to me.
But everything's progressing as expected.
When are the houses coming down? When are the houses coming down?
I don't know. I don't have that information.
Okay.
What's going on with Bondi's?
With Lawson Farm?
Yeah.
They started doing the putting the curbing in and sidewalk construction for phase 2. There's some of the lots are not because the lawns were not seeded. Mm-hmm. So there was going to be a lot of runoff. So that's why it has stopped, because they wanted to make sure that there was enough erosion control on those lots. Okay. But there is a lot of, I don't know if you've driven by, I go by every Friday. They have a lot of curbing that was delivered, so they do have on site.
Okay. So it is moving forward.
Yeah, it is. There hasn't been activity in about 3 or 4 weeks, but there was activity, there has been.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. We have some minutes from July 10th that need to be approved.
Has anyone, Jeff, have you had a chance to read them?
Yeah, I'm good with them.
Okay, everybody else?
Yep.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from July 10th, 2025.
Second?
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And Pioneer State Subdivision, we need to establish a bond amount.
Yeah, you have in your packet, we received a request to set the bond for the Pioneer Subdivision, which is 204 East Street. We ran the numbers submitted by Bay Colony Group by DPW, and they had some tweaks. So the estimate that is attached to the letter in your packet is different than the one attached to my memo.
Right.
Because that's the revised amount. So DPW has reviewed the amount and the revised amount, I'm sorry, and has approved that. So because we require a 20% contingency, my suggestion to the board is that they set the bond amount to $717,336.
You want a motion?
Any questions from anybody on the board?
No.
What?
No, fine.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the bond setting for Kinsman Way in the Pioneer State Subdivision at $717,336.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We've also received a request to release the lots in the subdivision. They are requesting the release of all the lots.
That's
And,
unusual, right?
If, this would be once they submit the bond. So if the board approves this, then I would hold it onto the form, to the signed form, until the bond is submitted. I was looking at our zoning our subdivision regulations, and one of the requirements is that when the last lot of the subdivision is released, the developers have to submit a cash bond for I can't remember what the minimum amount was, or $10 per linear foot. I'm in possession of the check for that amount. So if the board does vote to release all of the lots, then that bond will be deposited.
How many lots are there?
I believe it's 12.
12, yeah.
They're listed.
Okay, thanks.
Do we typically release them all at once?
Not usually.
You've done both. I think on a subdivision of the size, you don't necessarily release all of them.
What is your recommendation?
I can't make a recommendation to the board.
Okay. I'm a little leery.
What if I released half of them?
Yeah.
I guess the question is if not all of them, how many or which ones?
Well, I assume they're going to be built in the order that they're listed.
No, they're just listed by
Oh, okay.
address because the Registry of Deeds now requires the address of the lots.
How about,
On the
what are your
form.
thoughts on?
I'm going to ask, see what Cam has to say.
Yeah, Cam, do you have a point of view about this? Anything you want to say about this discussion?
So, good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. For the record, my name is Cameron Gregg. I'm with Bay Colony Group. Yes, ideally, our client would like to have all the lots released. We currently have the first two permitted on the left through conservation, and we're working through all the rest of the lots in order to get them prepared the plans prepared to begin moving forward.
Kim, are there any others that are going to require the green light from conservation, or is it just those two first on the left?
It was just those first two on the left, due to the riverfront area and the wetlands and the proximity to those lots. But other than that, there's going to be no other filings with conservation for the lots out there.
What's the risk if we approve all?
Oh, if they-
Cam, do you have a plan, of the subdivision plan that you can share on your screen for the board to look at?
If you give me a minute, I'll see if I can pull something up here.
Thank you.
What's the downside of releasing all?
Oh, there's probably not a lot of downside because you have the bond for the full completion of the subdivision. So if they were not to fulfill their obligation, you'd be covered.
Right, and we're only responsible for the roadway and the infrastructure. We're not responsible for the developing the lots.
Right.
Yeah.
And
It'd be
the
different
developers,
Had it been phased, if it was a phased project,
Yeah.
I think it'd be different.
yeah, sorry, the developers is Repco, and they are the builders that built River Bridge off of East Belcher Road. They worked very quickly. In your packet, the last page that's attached is the updated construction schedule for the subdivision that they submitted today through CAM.
I don't think I got another page. I got gypped a page.
Oh, sorry. You didn't get that one?
It's okay. I feel unloved. If there's no downside.
I mean, there's certainly going to be some grades, significant grades on some of the lots themselves, but that really doesn't have anything to do with the roadway per se.
Or the
No.
utilities,
No,
probably.
or the utilities, so.
Then I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't approve all.
I agree.
I mean, we would be holding 717,336 plus $10.
10,000 some odd dollars, yeah.
Plus another 10,000? Okay.
It's almost 800.
Yeah, 727.
Yeah, since there's no downside, I'll
Yeah,
vote to.
I'd be okay with
Want to
it.
do it?
I'd be okay.
I make a motion to grant the request to, excuse me,
Lot release.
to grant the release of all the lots at Pine Air Estate subdivision,
Contingent the submission of the
Full bond.
bond, yes.
contingent on submission of the full bond amount.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Cam, you don't have to find the plan now.
Sorry about that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, it being on or about 7:05 PM, we have a request for a minor modification at 67 Mechanic Street for a soccer mini pitch at the Hockomock YMCA. I need to inform the board and the audience that one of the members present here is my brother-in-law, Greg Spear, and I believe that because of that, I should recuse myself from voting on this matter. So,
Ron, it's all yours.
Okay. Mr. Spear, would you like to come up and present?
We have a representative here, Patrick with the Y. He's going to give you a little summary of why this is happening. It all has to do with World Cup. The World Cup has reached out to all the local Ys and the communities that are hosting to be able to participate in a whole program that he'll go into.
You need to sit and talk in the.
Okay.
Sorry, please.
But he wants to hold the picture.
I want to hold the picture. Hold on here.
While Greg is getting the props ready here, thank you everyone for having me this evening. My name is Patrick Murphy. I'm part of the Hockomock Area YMCA. I oversee community engagement and partnerships for our YMCA. And as Mr. Spear was speaking, we took part, and we are currently part of the Road to 2026 cohort with the YMCA of the USA, which ultimately is participating YMCAs as well as host city YMCAs for the World Cup. And beginning this endeavor a couple years ago, getting into that, it was based around bringing soccer not only to the youth of our communities, but leadership development through soccer programming, ultimately leading up to the World Cup. And as it has evolved, and we have been very fortunate as well, part of this through the U.S. Soccer Foundation, as well as private donors, is the opportunity to potentially have a mini pitch donated and gifted to the YMCA or YMCAs. It could be several sites within the host cities or communities. And for Massachusetts, as the Greater Boston YMCA is part of this, as well as they are technically the host city for the World Cup, but we as the Hockomock Area YMCA have been involved where the games will be played in Foxborough and Gillette. And in June, we were made aware that through the host city committee, as well as after a site visit in November with our 3 locations, that they were looking forward to moving forward with our YMCA, and in particular our Foxborough location, with a mini pitch. And from that aspect, we took a look at that opportunity as what an amazing opportunity, not only to enhance and really complement what is going on within our Foxborough branch, but also for us to really be able to take the Soccer for Success programming that we are doing through this Road to 2026 cohort and take it to the next level. And with this project, we're not only excited at the possibility of that, we do know as a YMCA there will be an expense to us, as through the site visits, these mini pitches are ultimately designed to either retrofit on tennis courts, basketball courts, or asphalt surfaces, or fresh concrete or asphalt pads. And in Foxborough, with that aspect, for us, as we did the site visit, we knew that the potential, just based on what we currently have, would be a pad that would go into the location. I know Greg will talk about that a little bit more. But we're extremely excited because this will enhance what is going on with our YMCA day to day. It's great that this is part of the World Cup project, but this is a structure and ultimately an enhancement that will be used for many years to come within our traditional sports, our summer camp, our child care, our before and after school care, as well as our integration and inclusion programming. As this is it's a soccer field as designed, but can be used in a multi-sport function. And we are very, very excited to not only be chosen, but with the opportunity that lies ahead for us of a potential installation in the spring of 2026. So that's a little bit of the backstory. I'm happy to answer more questions from the programmatic side as well.
What is the overall footprint?
So the overall footprint with this, it would be a pad, either asphalt or concrete, 114 by 60.
Okay.
And then the actual mini pitch would be 104 by 50. That would be on top of it with interlocking the surface. Our choice would be not to go with a turf surface just based on New England winters, but it's an interlocking style of surface that can be used for multiple sports.
Okay, this might be obvious. What's a mini pitch?
So ultimately, a mini pitch is, and from that design that's here, the best way.
Sorry, Greg.
Yep, the best way to describe is almost like an indoor soccer field. And so without the style of boards that an indoor soccer field may have that you may have seen at a different complex, this mini pitch will have its goals that are set up in there. It will have the ability for storage as well, but primarily they are designed for soccer programming that's in there. And so as they call them mini pitches, as they are smaller technically than a regulation size soccer
Okay,
field.
thank you.
That would be it.
And there's boards going around it to
Yeah.
kind of keep it. So if you hit the soccer hits the side, it stays within
Okay.
rather than.
And where on the site, Greg, is it going?
So this is the part that is in the site is, if you're familiar, with the ball field. This is the ball field, this is the aquatic center, is where the building is right now. And this is kind of going on the edge of the ball field. So it's to the right side of the aquatic center building, which is what that is right there.
Okay.
And the other reason we chose it here is because it's away from the wetlands. We didn't want to deal with the conservation on any issues. And I don't know if anybody's been, if you get a chance to drive during the summer, the Y, I mean, we've 700 kids in camp. I mean, you know,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
I can imagine.
we're in full pitch right now, and it's a little out of control. So we're trying to keep it in an area where it doesn't get, you know, it'd be away from some of the existing activities that we have.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
mean,
crazy.
we're truly at capacity. We've actually had to turn people away from camp this year. So it's been, it's, you know, as we say, we build it, they will come, but it's been a nice feature to be able to add. And, you know, I'm not sure if anybody's aware that we actually have a bridge going over the river, and there's non-active stuff in the woods. I mean, we're using every bit of the property that we have. And we just hope we don't get many more rainy days.
Fingers crossed.
Well, next week looks great today, so.
And this is a permanent?
This would be a permanent, yes. It's not a tear down or a store away of permanent structure.
And World Cup is helping to pay for,
Yeah,
you know,
so
part of it.
ultimately, the pitch themselves, they range, depending on the size, anywhere from 100 to 150,000. And so through World Cup, as well as Musco, the company that does the installation, all of the lighting as well, they are the funders, and through the private funding that has been going on across the country as well as locally in order to bring these pitches to a reality.
You said there's storage?
There is storage. I know on Greg's other side there.
Poor Greg.
Come on, Vanna, turn it over.
Getting his workout in. I know, it's actually a little bit cut out here, but in the corners, they have built-in storage that do come
Okay.
with them that are actually on the pad as well. Now, we as the YMCA, if to go in the desired location, we would have the utilization of what we use for our outdoor sports shed and camp shed as well. But for the storage, for this piece, it would be very minimal stuff that would be going in there. We would utilize really our larger structure that's already on the property for majority of storage.
It's right next to the road. You're not this isn't like a spectator attraction.
No. From a programmatic stance, this will be this will be utilized for our before and after school care, our traditional sports classes, not the leagues. The leagues will still operate and run in the grass area that's there, so not to take away from it. For us, it would not be a spectator type, the way that especially the way our parking lot's designed on that hill or
Right.
downslope as well. Really a structure that'll be based on programming as well as open member time that we'll have.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
And with the amount of land there, there's no concern for impervious surface? Okay. No.
So I actually asked that question of Bill Buckley, and there is an existing stormwater plan for the entirety of the site. And staff recognizes that there's some impervious surface here, and he said that it would be engineered to cause no more issues than are already on site, because it falls under their existing plan.
Good. Are there any other questions from the board?
I'm good.
And this would be permitted through the building department.
Yes. All the logistics, the safety, all that stuff will get through the building department when we get that.
You want a motion, Rob?
I would need a motion
Yep.
for approval as a minor modification.
I make a motion to approve the minor modification, 67 Mechanic Street, soccer mini pitch, Hockomock YMCA.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Just that easy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
We're just trying to get it ready because it comes quick, you know?
Great job, Vanna.
Thank you. anybody's around, September 11th is our Spear Family Run walk, so if you're around, come in.
We have a meeting.
What's that?
We have a meeting.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Greg, I brought something for you, by the way.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
I was telling him about that when I was talking with him.
What is it?
Kevin,
Yes.
before we conclude, I bought
looking at it.
We have to
a
continue.
home in Franklin.
How'd you do that?
Wait, Kat, wait, we have to continue East Belcher.
Oh, let me continue. East
Right,
Belcher.
right.
I make a motion to continue the public hearing for site plan review, special permit 0 East Belcher Road, contract DR J. Cook Realty LLC.
Before we make a vote on that, I would like to have a small discussion with the board. This can keeps getting kicked down the road. I drove by the site again today. It's moving about at a snail's pace.
And they have till the end of this month, correct? To be in compliance with the,
There's a, for an FYI, the ZBA is been, town council and Mr. Cook's attorney have been working on terms of the agreement, and we're having an executive session meeting next Thursday
Okay,
to try to iron that out.
okay. These are the things I
On the
want,
number
I
of-
want brought up before we
Right. So
kick this any
I
further.
think that's what they're waiting for before they come back to you,
Okay.
to have that agreement
And-
amendment of finalized.
And just to clarify, the general understanding was that that agreement, such as it might be, would serve as the framework for our approval, such
Right,
as it might
right.
be.
Right.
So, you know, certainly we would not be in a position, or I wouldn't be in a position, the way, you know, we had talked about it and understood it, in making a formal decision until that happened anyway.
Right, right. I just wanted everything up on the table.
I get it, believe me.
you want another motion again?
You may continue your motion if you would
Okay.
like.
I make a motion to continue the public hearing, site plan review, special permit 0 East Belcher Road, contract DR J. Cook Realty LLC to September 11th at
7:10.
7:10 PM.
I will second that.
All those in favor?
Aye. Okay.
So,
I have bought a home in Franklin,
You're leaving us?
condo. And my house is going to be in Foxborough, will be going on the market. So the plan is by the end of September, hopefully. 8 Van Dorn has been sold. So,
That means you're out of here.
yeah, by the end of September.
can't leave, sorry.
Okay.
Can't leave the town.
Well, let them build something that I wanted to buy. So I just want to let the board know, because we're going to, I'm assuming Tom will be named for the remainder of my term. I'm the same term as you, so we've got like 2 years left.
Right.
So, and we'll leave this.
Well, I certainly think that we will, you know, approach Tom and see if he is, you know, interested.
Yeah, we do have to ask
That's
him.
usually, we do have to ask him,
You can voluntold.
Yeah. yeah.
so.
Okay, that's my thing.
Well, we will be sorry to lose you.
I will miss you guys. Maybe I'll come to meetings. I'm not going to have a house to take care of.
No, not if you're on that side, no, don't come.
Just watch us on TV.
All right. Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.